ladies and gentlemen, this is Mendel, welcoming you back to the Leadhound Estate. We are continuing Darkest Dungeon Fading Light playthrough. We have completed our first successful excursion into the ruins, and we have unlocked the Abbey and the Tavern. But before we explore those, let's go welcome our new additions to the hamlet. So, we have an occultist.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Yes, indeed, will be quite useful. I like the occultist. We have also acquired a Houndmaster.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
And finally, we also have a leper, which might not sound useful, but once you see him in action, you might change your tune.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Now let's give them a proper introduction, shall we? I would be hard-pressed to find a man more serious in demeanor than this. Ashitaka stated that he was merely passing through to parts unknown. After speaking with Nathaniel in a remote town, he decided he could learn more about his own demonic affliction. His markings made him appear sick, but in truth, he was possessed with strength unknowable. Ashitaka's traveling companion was also someone touched by demonic forces. Nathaniel studied the darkness, and sought to both understand and utilize it. I can't say that I fully understand him, but it is clear that we will need to have someone with intimate knowledge of the forbidden things. Hopefully, this path will not consume him. Before we set off on another expedition, 2 additional figures arrived. The man introduced himself as Kiba, and the canine as Akamaru. The two were linked by a mysterious force. Kiba had an unbearably arrogant attitude. I'm not sure I would have let him stay if not for Akamaru. Well, there we go. We now have 3 new members to the hamlet, who will no doubt all come very much in handy in the future. Now, before we move on and embark on our quest, let's explore the changes to the hamlet, shall we?
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Yes, so now this is how we will relieve stress. This is one of the 2 ways, basically. One of the 2 main ways. So we have the tavern with the bar, gambling hall, and brothel. And anyone, if you look through the side here, you can see, so Hadrian has stress of 19, Joe has no stress, Riku has 38 stress, so all these people have different stress levels as they gain stress while they were fighting and performing various tasks. So if it becomes too high, we will have to put them in here to basically calm them down, and we won't be able to take them on the next mission. Basically, they'll have to spend the mission just, taking a break, relaxing, so that we can get them once more. And also, if we drop down this menu to the side, we can upgrade the various rooms to decrease the cost or make the stress reduction better, and it requires the antiques that we also acquired while adventuring. But we don't need to upgrade them right now because none of our people need stress relief that bad, so we won't worry about that. However, we also have the Abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
And in the Abbey, we can see the caretaker, and the caretaker was the one who is driving us to the hamlet and does various things around the hamlet and mines it somewhat. But he is actually bad for us because, as you can see, we can't use the penance hall because the caretaker is using it. But we also have the transept and the cloister, so there are other ways to release stress. This is the Abbey, so religious characters usually like to go in here, and the other characters tend to like the tavern, but both can go in either. And there's also upgrades there as well, but we won't worry about that. But now that I think about it, actually Riku does have 38 stress, which is actually fairly high, and we won't be using Riku on the next mission, so let's just go ahead and give her a break. Where should we put her? Perhaps in the bar. Let's see, that costs 1,000. Is that the cheapest option? There's no point in not giving her the cheapest option, so let's see. Yes, it looks like the bar is in fact the cheapest option. So we'll let Riku go drink her cares away for now, and that is fine. So she'll drink and be merry, and then next mission she'll be ready to go again. We still have more buildings to unlock, but that will come later. Let's go ahead and embark back to the ruins. Alright, so we have 4 missions. 2 of them are fighting missions, 2 of them are exploring missions. Let's see what the rewards are. So, the agility whistle, which could actually, that looks pretty good for the Houndmaster, and we do have a Houndmaster now, so Kiba might want that. Eldritch Slayer's Ring, which is decent. That's not that great. That's not a very good item, or not the best. Alright, Vestal Chalice, plus HP, minus damage. That's alright. Vestals don't need damage that badly. And finally, Longevity Eye Patch. Well, we don't have a Man-at-Arms, so we're definitely not going to do this mission. I think this is pretty good. We don't need the bust that much. And we could get deeds or portraits or something better. But you know what? I think we want this whistle, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. I don't think we have any items yet, do we? We do have one, a debuff stone, plus 20% debuff skill chance, so we should give that to someone. But we'll go ahead and do this. So to beat this one, we have to defeat all the enemies. We have to go through all the combat rooms. Let's see, I'll bring Nathaniel with me on this one, because Nathaniel is just a very good fighter. Holy Quaternity. Yes, well, there we go. We actually got we got a formation for that. But I kind of also want to bring Ashitaka. But who would I get rid of? I would either get rid of Hadrian or Joe. Let's see what Nathaniel what he has. So he has Weird Reconstruction, which is what I'm mainly looking for. That's very good for occultists to have. Weird Reconstruction is a very good heal, but it's not that reliable. Weakening Curse, which is alright. Hands from the Abyss, which is not great because that actually reduces our torch if we use that move. Let's go ahead and stick with this. We'll stick with the Holy Quaternity since that looks alright. And then next mission we'll definitely bring in Kiba and Nakamaru because we'll have the agility whistle so then they can use that. And that should be good. So let's try this. This should be very good. Okay, so we have Holy Water. Once again, we'll take our 8 torches that we are provided. And I'll take 8 food for this one. Should I take maybe some more? Let's take 8 food. That should be enough. I'll bring 2 skeleton keys. And anything else? Maybe a couple bandages just to be safe. And certainly some shovels. That looks good. So we didn't spend over half of our money. Alright, I think that this should be good enough provisions. I don't foresee us needing anything else that badly. So, maybe one more holy water. Just because holy water is actually, is quite good in the ruins. Will it be necessary, though? Let's take it. Why not? Alright, let's go.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So, we are back in the ruins. The question is, which way should we go first? I guess we'll go down first. We'll go down just so that we can... Oh, wow, and we're running into a trap right away. That's just great.
Possessed by evil intent.
Already gaining 15 stress. That is just wonderful. Okay, we have an Iron Maiden here. And what can we... I don't remember what item you're supposed to use on this. Arrest the Iron Maiden stands against the wall clasped shut. Let's have Joe open this one. Let's just open it. Trapping the hero. Well, that stinks. Alright, so Joe now has the quirk Claustrophobia, severe fear of enclosed spaces. In fact, we didn't look... What does Nathaniel have? Clumsy. That's bad. Diurnal. -2 speed of torch below 26. That could also be bad. But he has Cove Explorer, which is useless, and Runes Adventurer, which is actually great for now. So... all in all, not too bad. Alright, let's find out what's in this room. A fight, okay. That's good, because we need to get through the fights anyways. And we got this surprise in spite of the fact that the monster surprise is down right now. So, Joe can Grape Shot Blast them. I think that's probably a good way to start. Actually, no. No. We want to kill the courtier first. So I should probably Pistol Shot. We want to kill this dude as quickly as possible. So pistol shot. Nice! Good job, Joe. That takes care of that easily. Alright, Nathaniel. Weakening Curse. Oh, we didn't actually take the item. I meant to give that to Nathaniel because he has Weakening Curse. That was my mistake. Well, actually, let's use a weird reconstruction on Hadrian. So weird reconstruction, it can heal for a lot, but it heals from 0 to 12. So sometimes it doesn't heal at all, and it can also cause bleeding. So it's not the most reliable heal, but it can actually be very good. And luckily Hadrian resisted the bleed there, so it didn't work. The heal didn't hurt. Alright, Illumination. No, let's Dazzling Light, let's stun someone. Let's stun the Acolyte, because the Acolyte can also stress. Okay, good, that's the stun, and now Hadrian will go. We could stun the Cultist Brawler. How much will Smite do? Smite will do quite a bit of damage. If we get a kick crit, we could probably easily finish him. Let's just try and stun him, because, yeah, he doesn't have the... He only has 25% resist to stun, so let's go for the stun. There we go, now only the Skeleton will move, and on our next turn, hopefully we can finish them quite easily. We won't be able to stun them next turn. Okay, there goes the slash. And you're using Stress Blanket, so you're just targeting La Rochelle because you know that she has the skills to beat you. The only reason you're targeting her is because you're afraid of her. Let's Grape Shot Blast. Shoot them all, but apparently the Acolyte decides to dodge, which is rather unfortunate. Alright, we could Weakening Curse on the Brawler, but Hadrian's probably going to finish the Brawler this turn. Well, let's do it anyways, just to make sure. And that way if the Brawler does move, he won't do much damage. Alright, that does 6 to 12, so that'll definitely finish him. We could also Zealous Accusation. Let's just Smite, let's just ensure that we finish the Brawler. That's good, Brawler down. And let's Divine Grace. Who needs it more? Do you need it? Yeah, probably just Divine Grace yourself, La Rochelle, just to get yourself up a little bit more. Graveyard Slash. Okay, so next turn Nathaniel will probably heal Hadrian. We can Open Vein, or no. We'll Pistol Shot, because again, we really want to finish this Acolyte, so let's try and do that, if we can. And let's stun her, because her resistance to stun has gone down again. So Dazzling Light, once more. That also gives us some more Torchlight, which is good. There goes the stun. And let's Weird Reconstruction. There we go, so there's the 11. That's the powerful heal we're looking for. That's the reason Weird Reconstruction is so good. The only problem with it is sometimes it's also bad. It's fine. Smite to finish the Skeleton. And all we have left is the Acolyte. Another Stressful Incantation. That's bad. Oh jeez, her stress is at 50. I haven't really been paying attention to their stress. Okay, no, only La Rochelle's is not great. We'll Weird Reconstruction her with a crit for 16. When you crit heal also, because I'm sure that you've noticed as we've been fighting, when you crit, when you do a critical strike, when you hit, oh yeah, also their moves lower the Torchlight, I forgot about that. When you do a critical strike, when you land it, that tends to heal stress.
Maintain the offensive.
But also, if you critically heal a character, that will also heal their stress a little bit. Unlock Strongbox, so we don't need to use a key on this because it's already unlocked. Joe, why don't you open that? It's trapped, and we get Blight. That's sad. So he's going to lose how much? 2 damage for 3 rounds, so he's going to lose 6 health. Alright, well let's scout. Okay, so there's nothing over here, and there's an obstacle, so there's no reason to go this way. I'm glad we got that scout, because there's literally nothing for us over here except for 1 curio. So let's not worry about that. There's no point in going that way. We'll move this way instead. So here's a trap. So when you come along to a trap and you scout it out, you see it ahead of time, and you can see who has the best ability to disarm traps. So Hadrian has 60, Joe is 90, usually like the Highwayman, and the Arbalist and other such like practical classes, as I like to call them, so like with weapons ability and stuff, tend to be good at disarming traps. Also the Houndmaster is good. 60% and 50%. Yeah, so we'll have Joe disarm this. And if you successfully disarm it, it tends to heal stress, but Joe had no stress. Also, you may have seen that there was like some odd white box when I did that. Well, that's sadly because of my game. I tried to resolve this issue. This is locked. Should I use a key on it? I don't think it's worth it. Let's just try and open it. And it's trapped once again, and now Joe's bleeding. That's not good. Poor Joe. Joe can handle it. He's tough. But those white boxes that appear, sadly, that's just an issue with my game. I'm not sure why, but for some reason some of the animations don't show up properly, and they only show as white boxes, which is very annoying because it looks terrible, and it tends to get worse the longer I play the game for. So we're just gonna have to move
Packs
through
laden
that.
with loot are often low on supplies.
And I have looked up every way to try and solve it, but it just won't be solved. If anyone knows how to resolve it, please let me know, because I would really appreciate that. And now we have a madman. Now the madman does lots of stress damage, and we really don't want that. So let's see, we want to kill the madman and the acolyte quickly. But there's 2 brawlers, and the brawlers can deal a ton of damage, so that's not good either. So let's start with a tracking shot, just so that we can get some good crits and stuff. Yeah, that increases crit, I thought so. Alright, Nathaniel, weird reconstruction for 1. Okay, but the bleed doesn't come in, so that's not that bad. Run for the old gods. This is bad, because now his bleeds are going to start stacking. Eldritch push! Oh, man. Okay, good job, Joe. Not going to let people push you around, I see. I appreciate that. Alright. Let's Dazzling Light this madman, unless it's going to dodge, which is very bad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this isn't good, Joe. And now you're taking 2 damage. Whew, man. What do we do? What do we do? I could Bulwark of Faith, which will cause them to sort of be attracted to Hadrian. I think I'll do that, because Hadrian's doing alright, aside from his stress level. Let's do this. So this will mark him and cause him to be targeted by the enemies. Let's try this and see what happens. Oh man, don't be pushed, don't be pushed. Oh, that's seriously bad, forcing everyone to the front there. Alright, should I bandage him? Yeah, let's go ahead and bandage him now. I don't want to waste a turn not doing anything for Joe because we already used the tracking shot. So let's try and finish off these brawlers because they're doing just tons of damage and I don't appreciate it. Let's see if we can get the bleed because they are human. Okay, good, we get the bleed. They aren't skeletons, so they do bleed, which is good. Oh man. Okay, now you're going after Laura Shell, which is sad. Doomsday stresses everybody, which is just the worst. Oh boy, this is not good. Okay, so another rend. Okay, we're just in a hallway right now, aren't we? Yeah, we're not even at a room, so... Alright, I can weird reconstruction again. Yeah, I should. Let's just go for the heal. Good, 11. There's that good heal, almost back to full. Hadrian will move up 1 for this round. And then Laura Shell. Maybe I should Illumination, just try and... Let's just try and finish this madman. Oh, maybe I should actually go after the Brawler. The Brawler's almost dead, so this will almost certainly kill him. Alright. I think, yes, he's bleeding, yes. So next turn, he will die, which is fine. Laura Shell's at 70. Okay, this is bad. Her stress is way too high. And she's taking extra stress damage because of the debuff. Okay, we don't need to kill this Brawler. We have 1 more round for tracking shots, so we're gonna try and bleed this dude. Dang it, he resisted the bleed, so that's sad. But that cultist is gone, so that's fine. Okay, Joe is not that stressed, so this won't do that much to him. And run for the Oracle of Gods. Targeting Joe again. Jeez, Joe is just taking a pummel. Okay, Laura Shell. Laura Shell. Alright, well, generally, I would have you heal, because there are a few people who are low. But I seriously want to kill this madman now, because I don't want him stressing out people anymore. We can't handle that much more. So let's stun him and try and finish him off this round. Okay. Okay, Hadrian can... Perhaps I should Zealous Accusation, actually. I could also Smite to finish the cultist. Let's Smite the cultist Brawler.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. And then Nathaniel will reconstruct on Joe again. Haven't gotten a single bleed on reconstruction even, which is excellent. Alright, now let's Weakening Curse. This decreases damage. Alright, then on the Acolyte, so that she can't deal damage. Eldritch Pull. Okay. Oh yeah, and you dodge, Nathaniel, which is funny because you have decreased dodge, but hey, you're pretty spry, so it's good. Alright, knife this dude, maybe get the bleed. He resists the bleed, but he doesn't get a turn. Okay. So we will Illumination. Actually, which gives us more torches, gives us 6. let's just do this, just because we can use the
Continue the
torch. So
onslaught.
there we go.
Destroy them all.
Smite. Hadrian can't actually reach her yet. So let's just get rid of this corpse here. Even though it was probably just going to be Joe's turn next. Okay. Or maybe she goes... Oh, she gets a critical hit. And it stresses everyone. Ah, man. Laura Shell's at 73. Alright, well, I don't want to use Hands from the Abyss. Okay, but he is close enough to Sacrificial Stab now. So let's do that. And then Open Vein. A
As
double
the
knife
fiend
plays
falls,
from Joe and Nathaniel.
Faint hope blossoms.
And we got more food from that, which could be quite good. I mean, I don't know, this isn't a long dungeon, so we probably won't even need that much food. It looks like I made the right choice in not taking the extra food. Okay. Now then, let's move everyone back to their position. So you go here, you move up, you move up, you move back, and move back once more. There we go. Okay, now you people are back where you belong. Sacks can't be trapped, so let's open it. There's those white squares. Oh, I hate that so much. It's so dumb. And I have no idea why it happens. Alright, is there anything in here? There is not. But we get a bit of scouting, which doesn't matter because we're just going back this direction, so it's alright. And actually we can just go ahead and torch up because it looks like we aren't going to have a problem with this dungeon. Alright, let's go this way. Okay, here's an obstacle.
Even
Let's
the
go ahead and
cold
shovel it.
stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Luckily we have a shovel, so it's not a big deal. And we get the surprise, because our torchlight is radiant. So let's take advantage of the radiant light. And weakening curse on the Arbalest. So this dude can actually deal some decent damage. So that'll get that down. Let's pistol shot the courtier for 5. And let's see, dazzling light or illumination. I guess illumination might kill it. That's not likely. Let's just stun him instead. Let's go for the stun. And that will good. Okay, smite. Smite the madman probably. Or perhaps I should stun. Yeah, I don't think smite will kill him, right? Smite has a chance of killing, but it's not likely. So let's just stun the madman and deal with him afterwards. I'm not as worried about the skeletons, aside from the courtier. I already debuffed the Arbalest, so he's not that big a threat. And this is just a little swordsman skeleton. He's not that scary. But Laura Shell's health is low, and she's stressed. Laura Shell definitely won't be able to make it on the next mission. She's just been overworked. So let's, even though Hadrian and Joe have been on all the missions so far, it's Laura Shell who's really feeling it right now. Alright, open the madman's veins. Don't dodge, that's terrible. Oh man. If they hit Laura Shell with a stress move, that's gonna be terrible. Alright. Weakening curse won't finish him. He still has 2 more rounds on that. So let's weird reconstruction, get Laura Shell back up to a decent amount of health. And illumination will probably finish the courtier. There we go. Good job, Michelle. It's Quarrel. Doesn't do too much damage. And again, it's just Graveyard Slash because he's just a little skeleton. I'm not afraid of him. Let's smite the madman, finishing him off. That's good. And then we shall... See, I could try and just shot the Arbalest. Let's do that. Nice crit, Joe.
Executed.
And a bit of stress heal too. Oh man. Oh man.
Slightest lapse in
he's hurt pretty
concentration.
badly. Nathaniel's hurt pretty badly, and he's stressed now too. Man, Hadrian and Joe are just bulwarks of calmness. They just knew what they were getting into when they signed up for this. Alright. Heal yourself for 12. Nice. That's a really good heal. And still no bleed, which is acceptable. Alright, you're gonna slash me. That's fine. Let's eliminate the Arbalest, finishing him off. And what's our torch? Our torchlight is at 94. It's almost at full again, just because of Laura Shell and her abilities. Okay, smite. Okay, just one more hit, and the soldier will be done for. Let's go ahead and heal this round. There's no reason not to. Crit for 2. So that means he rolled a 1, but he got a critical heal, so it was 2. Yeah, let's scope in vain to finish him, even though you can't bleed. It doesn't matter. Quickening Satchel. Grave Robber. We don't have a Grave Robber yet.
To the task's end.
Oh well. We'll get one soon enough. We're still at Radiant Light. Let's not linger. Let's not, Nathaniel. Some gold. Alright. Now, there's almost certainly going to be a room battle heal here. But I feel prepared. Oh, you have a quirk that increases your speed. Oh yeah, quick reflexes, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's go. I think we're prepared. Is there a battle? Okay, there's a bunch of spiders. Spiders can stack poison on you, which is generally bad. They can also stun you. The webbers can stun you, yeah, and the spitter's poison. But they also have very low health. So AoEs are very effective, unless you miss every single spider. Oh jeez, that is not good. Nathaniel is stunned. Well, maybe I'll just stun you right back. Should I stun? I feel like I should probably stun the Weber. It's probably the best course of action. I could also heal. No, let's stun. Oh wait, which one went? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. Just stun the spitter, because I don't remember which Weber went, so whatever. Maybe that was a mistake. Who knows? Okay, so I should have stunned him, but he's just going for a bite, so that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, Spit tends to poison. Spit is much worse than Bite. Yeah, there's the Blight. Alright, well, you're stunned, that's good. How much is Zealous Accusation? Quite a bit. Alright, Zealous Accusation. That finishes one. And then we can Grape Shot Blast and maybe finish the rest of them off. Well, no, we can't finish the rest of them off, but we'll definitely finish the Weber off if we hit it. They all dodged again! Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright. Weakening Curse will actually finish this dude. Get rid of that spider. Okay, Laura Shell. Should I heal this turn? You are hurting somewhat, but I'm not too worried now. All we have left are these guys. Let's just stun this dude again. Or, I mean, the other dude one, because he doesn't have stun resist. So, that's fine. And one more Zealous Accusation to finish him off. Whew! Alright. Some good stuff.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, we're finished the quest, but let's go ahead and explore the last room since we're doing so well. How many torches do we have, actually?
Finding the
We're actually
stuff is
back
only
at
the
8.
first
Wow.
test.
That's pretty
Now
great.
it must be carried home.
Alright, books. Now, books can cause people to be stressed, but they can also sometimes give very good quirks. So since Joe is the least stressed, I'll have him read a book. Alright, let's see. An old journal entry. Alright, a snippet from the journal of a doomed expedition. Once again, alright, I like these things. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotten to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, closed set, and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their blood as I rinsed my talons. I nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. Interesting. So that seems to be a deep one. Talking about transformation from a deep one into a human, which is kind of the reverse of what you would expect. That's interesting. Interesting idea. I like it. I like those journals. Like, seriously, I haven't seen them before. Must be part of the update that just went live when I started this. Okay, these spiders are no issue. Now dude's gone.
Gently.
And if he doesn't go...
This is how a life is taken.
Come on. Don't blame me, just don't. So annoying. Alright, you know what? I'm not worried about health. Let's just finish this spider as quickly as we can.
Spirits are lifted.
Our light is actually at 100.
Made clear.
And having a Vestal really helps with conserving torches. It makes me wonder how my next expedition will go.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Laura Shell certainly won't be able to help us. Alright, it looks like we've explored every room. We could go back for the curios, but You know what? I will. I'm just going to do this quickly. Let's just head back. So you know what I just realized? I should have used that key on the Iron Maiden. This is a lesson for people. If you have 2 keys, don't bother trying to conserve them, because you never know if you're not going to come across other locked stuff. So I'd say just go ahead and use the keys. There's no reason not to, really.
If
Wow,
only
25
treasure
gold. That
could
was
staunch the
totally
flow
worth
of
it.
otherworldly
Alright.
corruption.
Well, we're not going to continue on because we just know there's a battle that way, and we don't want to deal with that. We'll just go this way and try and finish off on that poor Iron Maiden. Should have used the key, but whatever. It's too late for that now. Alright, let's continue down here. And let's just see. Oh, good. A torch. How
Glittering
magnificent.
gold,
Okay,
trinkets and baubles.
I could
paid for
have...
in blood.
Since Laura Shell is so stressed, I'm going to try and have her disarm the trap, because that'll heal some of her stress, so that's good. Now when we go back to town, she should be healed to full. So another successful expedition.
More moans return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Wonderful. Didn't use most of that food. Able to sell it back for a fraction of the price. We also had sapphires, I didn't even notice that. And a decent amount of heirlooms as well. Alright, let's see where we stand. So Nathaniel leveled up. Lazy Eye. Oh, that's sad. He got minus accuracy to range skills, which is all I'm planning on using on him. And Lorchelle, Fear of the Unholy, which is terrible. Ugh. Oh well. Moving on.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Alright, so just to finish this off, you can see here, Riku is staying at the bar. Unfortunately, apparently she doesn't want to leave quite yet, which is sad because her stress is already recovered, but sometimes stuff like this happens. But we'll come back and deal with this later. We had another successful journey in the ruins, and next episode we will go back once again. So thank you for watching, and be sure to come back next time.